in yourself and your potential, and success shall be yours. Hello, and welcome to this very exciting episode of the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories, because we believe that the best things in life often start with a candid conversation. So, with me, Isha Phalla, let's get this conversation started. The Economic Times Cutting Chai is a series brought to you by the ET Edge, where we get to converse with CXOs, info entertain you, our viewers, while sipping our chai. So it's time that you grab your cup as well, because we want to make sure that you have enough and more reason to toast to a chai. And what better way than doing it by listening to heartwarming stories and life experiences from our very special guest today on this episode of the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Pravin Sharma, Chief Technology Officer, Union Bank of India. I extend a very, very warm welcome to you, sir. Such a pleasure having you here with us.
Thanks a lot.
So, as we look forward to really getting to know you as a person, the man behind the leader, I'm sure we all today believe that it is really about the new ideas that are shaping us for the future, about people who are bringing alive great concepts that we engage with, and moreover, that our organizations expand with. So, my first question to you would be, how do you encourage creative thinking within your organization to keep those new ideas coming? And moreover, because we truly believe that creative thinking is the lifeblood of organizations.
Yeah, thanks, Isha. So, see, creative thinking, if you see, and the teams, if you have to give the space to the team, then team automatically get start delivering. And you have to, make the competitive environment that yes, you will be bringing the new creativity. Then it is going to be a much more, incentivization in terms of many things. See, being a public sector, it will be not easy for the banks like us to have the incentivization in terms of monetary value. But the monetary value does not only the factor for such kind of creativity, such kind of more innovations. So people we feel that if I am able to give the environment to the team, and I am able to listen that what all you are doing, what all the kind of thought process which you have, it gives me environment so that my team is started in the various creative thinkings. A lot of thought process goes on into that. So that's the way which we try to make it more agility in the teams to come out with the creative thought processes.
So, really, what a fantastic point of view there, listening to your team members. And that's a huge quality that any leader can have, and creating the right kind of environment. Very well said. So, I'd now like to know something that most organizations have been going through in the last 18 months or so, pre COVID to post COVID. Has your approach towards life, towards family, and the community really changed at all?
See, COVID has changed many things, and each one of our life process has been changed. The thought process has changed. The way we see the things, it has been changed, and so on to us, and so on to me. So if I see pre-COVID and the post-COVID, there is a lot of difference. So difference comes in how earlier we were looking into the humans, how we were thinking, and now how we are thinking. Now we are much more much more I will say, it's different to look into the people, that what is their problem is. Earlier we were least no bothered, or we were less bothered that how he is feeling, how he's not feeling. But post COVID, the situation has changed. Even if at home, or while you are driving or something you are doing, uh, it always gives, oh, how he's feeling or how he is staying in this tough time. Can I help him something? Those kind of things has changed. And another thing which has changed, COVID has taught us that you can live with the minimum value. You does not require a higher amount of money to survive. A less money also can make you to survive, and it can help you to give more time to your families. So earlier it was not, but post COVID it has given that kind of thought process that you have to be more life balance with the work, and then only it can be a better person. So it has given a lot of changes after post COVID.
So really making us a lot more empathetic, making sure that we create a work-life balance and really living life in a minimalistic way. So thank you so very much for sharing that view with us. So we all have had various ups and downs in our life, both personally and professionally. If I were to ask you if you could share a few examples or inflection points of your life, what were those really huge lows or those big appealing highs that you've had to face in your professional life?
So it's little difficult, but yes, there are no always no lows and highs in the life, and so no, I myself has also faced multiple occasions wherein you will be feeling low. One of them, no, when I was just initiating the career and there is no job, but that has given me no the courage that yes, things can happen, things can change. So the show must go on. So first almost 6 to 8 months, no job, running to the streets. But that has taught us that what are the things need to be changed. And the one of the major changes happened when I have joined one of the course from IIT Kharagpur, and that has made my no career into the change. So that's an high, and before that it's a low. And yes, in the career also multiple times this happens. So one of the incident was there in the organization, which is a large incident. uh, I may not be able to name it, but yes, that was a large incident which bank has, which we have faced, and it has given me a little tough time for months together. But then that has helped me and nurtured me into the various thought processes, how the thought process can change, and you can be a better person to handle the bigger things. And after that, a lot of things has changed in the career. So those are the points which has helped in personal life also. When certain times when family members are not well, those things create larger trouble than any professional times. So and but those things gives you a lot of learning. So my brother has got met an accident wherein it's just a survival issue. So that was a very low time, which has helped us and taught us that yes, how the tough time should be handled on, and what are the immediate things need to be done. So those are the things which has helped in life. But yes, those are the major things which has happened.
Thank you so very much, sir, for sharing with us a few instances from your life that have really been a learning experience. And more so when it comes to handling crisis, like you mentioned, it just makes one so much more stronger and gives more energy to one person to really go further and live life to the fullest. Coming to this, you mentioned about how small instances in life nurture you for a better tomorrow. So here I'd like for you to please rewind for our viewers. We'd love to know how your childhood has been, days at school, days back in college. You said that you had some fine experiences while studying. So we'd love for you to share a couple of experiences that have been life changing for you.
So if I go back to my schools and colleges, uh, I'm a person who loves to the sports. But I really don't know how come I have landed into the banking. So I love to be the sports, and maximum time I have played the various sports, whether it's a and mostly I'm lover to the outside outdoor games. So whether it's a cricket or football or the volleyball kind of games. So those games I'm generally keep on playing, and even I was playing till my college. So till college level, we were keep on playing. So I'm much more interested in those areas. Yes, when the time needs, studies are always on that. Gives us a little more priority. And the my engineering has changed a lot of things, because that has started outside my home, and we were in the hostel and all. And that life has changed how to live with the without the no more support, and alone you have to take care of it. So that has changed a lot of things from there. And then, as earlier also I was mentioning, that some of the certification course which help to bring you larger understanding to the studies, and that is going to change your career in the days to come. So good to have those memories, and thanks a lot to you that you are putting me to remind my tape recorder that where all I was. But yes, those college life is amazing, and then we have joined to the various institutions. So this is my fourth or jobs or so in the last 28 careers, 20 years of careers. It helps.
So those two beautiful decades of work life, and before that, those fantastic experiences that have built that very, very strong foundation. Here, I'd like to ask you that everyone does understand one's strengths and one's shortcoming. How important do you think it is for one to recognize this professionally and personally? And why don't you share one example where it has really impacted you?
So you are asking me the shortcomings and the next one.
The shortcomings and your strengths. You understand your strengths and your shortcoming both.
Okay. So first, I will take the shortcomings. So shortcoming is, no, I feel that my team should deliver as per my own expectations. Whatever I feel that I'm able to do, whether it's quickly or more accurately or more, more, empathetic on this. I also feel that my team also should deliver everything in that line. That is my shortcoming. Uh, my strength, yes, I'm on a very hard worker. I also able to give more patient hearing to all the things what all is happening. uh, I am a little more used to give that okay space to the team members, whether it's colleagues or something. I'm able to give that kind of area for work, so that is my strength. And I'm trying to always be happy whatever is there. Yes, this has to be corrected, not to harp on the wrong things. Whatever has happened, let us move ahead. How things can be more better, that's what I think into that line, so that things can be better tomorrow, not for fighting for the past.
Well, some fantastic points that you shared with us here. You did mention that you really do believe in hard work. So, my next question comes from here. You know, often we club all of it together, hard work, dedication, but luck also has a lot of role play in here. Do you believe that luck has worked in your favor over the years, or do you think it's only all about hard work?
No, so here, I feel both are hand to hand. uh, your hard work only will not work, your luck also will not only work. So luck will give you the opportunity, but your hard work only will make you a success there. So luck helps you to start, but your hard work make you to the goal. So those two things which goes hand to hand, and if you leave one part, you may not be there for second. So both support each other, both are complementing to each other. So in my my life, both are supporting me, and that's
So
the reason.
very, very well mentioned by you that both of them go hand in hand, and that's what has made you as a person and as a leader today. So you mentioned how you really have high expectations from your team to deliver. So here I'd like to touch on that angle and get to know what kind of a leader you are for your team, how you inspire them. So I'd like to know from you: do you think that there is a best way to build a team together, and if you do, what is that secret recipe?
So always no team will have a different kind of no personalities. All you may not get good, all may not be bad. It will be always mix of the people. Now what I do, I try to find out that who is best for what. And if I'm able to find out that yes, this person is good for this kind of job, and if I have that kind of bandwidth available with me, yes, this person can deliver better and this is the job, then he will always excel there. And similarly, if maybe a person, I have chosen him for something else, but his liking or his choice is not there, then I try to either give him a certain trainings, some more guidance, sit with him, understand his problems, maybe of professionally, maybe personally, because of which he is not able to deliver. If I'm able to guide him in a right manner, I found that multiple times it works. And if it does not work for, say, certain period, which I may decide for a 6 months or 1 year, and despite of those efforts, it is not working, then we try to understand from him that okay, some different area he can be of more useful. And by seeing his attitude, it gives me some understanding. Yes, this person can deliver into this area. So then we change that, and we have seen it gives me a more team members who are able to deliver in a better manner. So that kind of thought process which we build for teams, and it has helped me to build my team. And as a department in charge, it is always gives a pleasure if you are able to bring your team to the senior positions. So that is one of the better mean that yes, if I am able to build some more people to that level, it is always a help. That gives a pleasure, that gives a more and more satisfaction to us that yes, we are able to do something for some people.
So, right, understanding the caliber of your team members, what are they best at, and it does require a lot, and it really does depend a lot on the leader guiding them. So, do you believe that a team, if they have competition, then it works in their favor, or do you feel it otherwise?
No, competition always works in their favor. It's my experience that if you give the competitive environment, it works in the favor. But then what I also do, that if somebody is not able to deliver and every time it is getting defeated, then try to understand what is going wrong with him, what best can be done to help him also to come more in a competition. So that kind of things always help. But yes, competition always is a better one.
Right. So, my next question is going to be very interesting, especially if you have any candidates and any space in your team for hiring, because we'd love to know from you that if you were to interview two people who had very similar qualifications, what trait or which characteristic in one person would make you angle towards them? What is that one thing that you really look for when you are hiring?
So the attitude of the person change everything. So we try to understand from him that in a particular given scenarios, what will be the reaction of him, and that gives the edge on other. The way how you handle the situation, because if you are hiring for some leadership role, uh, things will work, but that particular one incident or one moment wherein your expertise is required, and that comes only based on the attitude and the understanding on the circumstances. So given a scenario, how you are reacting, that helps in identifying the best one.
So, really, how quick is the response time? How does one react to a situation? These really do work in one's favor. So, you also mentioned about how when one of your team member wants to achieve more and they're entering a leadership role, what is that one advice that you'd like to give them, which will make sure that their first leadership role is full of positivity?
Two things. One, you should be a very patient, no hearing a listener. That should be there. And second, my leaders has also taught me that are required based on the environment where you are working, but most of the time it works. You should be unpredictable for the team. You should not be predictable to the team. If you are unpredictable, it works well.
So, sir, here I'd like to ask you. You mentioned that even I was given few suggestions when I was entering the leadership role. So, I want to ask you, if you look back at your journey, what is that one tip that you got during your days, and what is that one tip that has really stuck to you and made sure that your leadership role is a lot easier?
So one, you should be. That's what I was earlier also mentioned that yes, you should be unpredictable and more on the patient listening. Always you should hear the other and then only react. Don't react on the first two words and then start reacting. Coolly listen the full statement, what he's trying to say, he or she is trying to say, and then give your view. Don't give in the half of the information, because sir, many a times the last statement may be difference. So do that and then only do that. So those two ones, one the hearing properly, or
Right.
the listening carefully, and then the little unpredictable. Should not People should not be able to predict that what you are going to do next.
So make sure that the team doesn't know what's happening next, but at the same time, take those steps and make sure that action comes in the positive. So if I was to ask you here that one always has a friendly ear or someone that who listens to you, you mentioned how you need to make sure as a leader you listen to your team, but who is that one person that you would head to if you were to share something, your personal friendly ear? Who's that one person that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Wife.
Wow. And this is a big compliment that your better half makes sure that life is easy and your personal friendlier. And you know that news will stay just with her. Thank you so very much for that. Okay, if I was to ask you that what was the most pleasurable part of spending your first salary? You did mention earlier how you waited for the first job to happen those few months after your education completed. I remember from my days, the first time I received my salary after a summer job, I spent it buying gifts for everyone in the family. Our viewers would love to know what is it that you did with your first salary and how exciting was it?
So it was very exciting because no, in the beginning I was not having. So the first salary, then I have purchased this gift not for myself, but yes, for the parents, and that has given the pleasure. That's the way it has been, and the balance has to be given it to the mom.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that they still remember that very, very special one because I always feel the first are the most special. The first car, like you said, you've always been a sports person. So I'm sure the first bat, the first win, this all brings a lot of excitement to our life. And this is where I'd like to ask you if you were to give a professional advice to anybody taking in their first job or to our youth, what would it be?
So no, whenever any person is going, he should be no very affirmative, but no, not uh, should be affirmative and giving a right thought on the what the job has been assigned. Not He also should be able to say no if it is not required to be done. So that always need to be developed from the beginning. Yes, we have to do the job, but not we should also know how to say no to that certain things, not always say yes to that.
Right. So not always be a yes person, be firm and make sure that you take the right decisions. So if I was to ask you, if someone tells me that this is a factor in life that you should change, what is that one thing about yourself that you wish would change?
I wish to change my anger. So I generally get angry. So I want to drop that one. Though I have controlled a lot from my beginning days, but still I want to avoid that. So that is something which I want to change more.
I'm sure that thinking is the first step towards the change. And I'm sure that now that you've thought of it, you will make it happen. Like you said, that over the years it has come down. So, in that time, what is it that you feel makes life so much more meaningful to you?
So satisfaction to the whether it's a job or the family. If I'm able to give something, what is expected from me, it gives me satisfaction. That's the meaning for my life.
So, satisfaction, such beautiful, beautiful words there. And here, if I wanted to ask you, you mentioned how satisfaction of doing something is really it. I must say that for all of us, that we believe that a leader does measure success at some point. In the words of Winston Churchill, I'd like to quote him and mention here that success really is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that really counts. And this is what takes me to my last question for you, that as a leader, how do you measure success?
So again, it's a satisfaction. So as a leader, if I'm satisfied the thing which I have delivered, uh, yes, I feel satisfied with that, and that gives me a lot of positive energy into this. Yes, I'm satisfied what I have done.
Wow, fantastic. So having satisfaction in what one does and making sure that we come in peace with it. Well, after this very, very exciting round of getting to know you as a leader, as a person, I would love to have a rapid fire with you. In quick words, let's get to know you better. And I promise you one more cup of absolutely fantastic cutting chai after you win this. Okay. So I promise that I have something exciting coming for you. So let me come up with my first one. Okay. When are you the most productive? Mornings or evenings?
It's evening.
Okay. Summers or winters? Your favorite?
Winters.
And the point when you really relax, sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Your favorite flavor, is it chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Formals or casuals?
Casuals.
Oh, and seeing you in this suit, I'm sure none of us would believe. If you were to choose, would it go for a blue tie or a gray tie?
Blue tie.
I thought as much. Your favorite thing on toast, is it butter or jam?
Butter.
And how do you like your chai? Strong or mild?
Mild.
Fantastic. It has been such a pleasure getting to know you. Our Cutting Chai Stories episode today has been full of light-hearted yet very insightful conversation with Mr. Sharma right here. And I guess in the economic times, Cutting Chai Stories will continue to engage with our absolutely fantastic leaders. It's all about sharing possibilities and recognizing ideas that are working so very well. So I'd like to urge our viewers to continue watching because we believe that it's time for you to be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live your life the way you have imagined. That's exactly what Mr. Sharma believes. Live and make sure that you're satisfied with the way you're living. Thank you so very much, Mr. Sharma. It has been such a delight talking to you and getting to know you personally.
Thanks a lot, Isha. Thanks a lot for you to take us. Thank you and remind my no life careers. Thank you very much.